I'm going to share with you 5 easy ways to make money on Fiverr with or without skills. Stay tuned. Hey, just a full disclosure, this video is sponsored by Fiverr. Now, I'm going to be sharing some more about their services later, but we're going to discuss more importantly how you can actually make money on Fiverr. So a little bit of a backstory. When I first got into the business of self-publishing, I did not have very much money to spare. And rather than going back to a day job or donating more plasma to make ends meet, Fiverr seemed like the best choice to me. And it was really nice. Becoming a seller, you have a couple of different options you can take advantage of. So for instance, you would end up doing some type of a gig as a seller, and when you make the money, they deposit it into your account as credits. And you can use those credits for other gigs on Fiverr if you want to. And when you use those credits, if it's underneath a specific threshold, you won't have to worry about paying any kind of the Fiverr fees or upcharges. And another thing that you can do, let's say you really need the cash, well, you can actually end up switching and transferring it over into a PayPal account. Now, of course, there's going to be some fees involved, so you're going to lose a little bit in the process, but it is a way to make money. After all, let's go ahead and, take it where we can, right? So, of course, I want to share with you 5 easy ways to make money on Fiverr with or without the skills. And I'm going to start it out with something just super simple because a lot of my audience on here are writers. So the first gig you consider is editing, proofreading, or beta reading. So what you can do is take a little bit of your time or expertise and help other authors in refining their work. Now, if for some reason you're not great at editing, you're not too good at proofreading, maybe beta reading isn't quite your thing, you could probably even think about just offering criticism or critique of other areas. So there's actually some gigs that you can put out where you critique someone's singing or their playing ability. And oddly enough, there are some gigs that do quite well with this particular methodology. Number 2, social media marketing or managing. So do you have a large following, or do you have a semi-large following or somewhat of a following on any social media avenue? Then chances are very likely there's going to be some people who would want to pay you to share some of their stuff through your social media avenue. And that's one way to do things. Now, let's just say, for instance, though, you're like,
nah, I don't really want to be promoting someone's stuff over my social media following.
Well, maybe you can consider managing someone's social media platforms for them. Now, you don't need to be an expert in something like this. You just find out what their expectations are. You can get account access, and then from there, you help kind of manage those things. I've hired a couple social media managers in the past before and been very happy with doing that because it's one less thing for me to have to really manage myself. Number 3, video spokesperson. Now, this is actually one of the gigs I had actually done previously, and that was going on video and being a spokesperson. It could be for a brand, a company, it could be for authors, it could be for any number of things. And it's just being comfortable with getting on camera and speaking about whatever it might be. It could be, some type of a tutorial, or it could be a walkthrough of some sort, or it could be an explanation of a company, a brand, a service, anything like that. And worst case scenario, say you're like,
nah, I don't know about being a video spokesperson.
You can always lean towards the funny, crazy, and weird type things because there is quite a few. In fact, just go over onto Fiverr and search up weird video or video spokesperson, weird or funny or crazy, and it'll come up with some different gigs. And if you see that there are any number of reviews, you will know that people have bought from this seller before. Number 4, prayers and positive thoughts. I know this seems kind of crazy, and a lot of people are like,
what? Get out of here, no.
Prayers and positive thoughts go really well on this platform. And I'm not going to say any one way or the other, whether that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but nonetheless, there is demand for it. There are people that want to have prayers and positive thoughts. So why deprive the audience of what they would like if you can provide that for them? And you can see that doesn't really require much skills when you have something like that. Hey, we're already talking about Fiverr, and they are the sponsors of this video, but I think it would just be completely remiss of me if I didn't mention some of the really cool things that they have available to you and many others. And I really like their ebook and book publishing store. So if you need to get any kind of ghostwriting, you need a cover design, editing, proofreading, formatting, marketing, and promotion. You can do it directly through their ebook publishing store. Go visit dalelinks.com/Fiverr. Again, that's dalelinks.com/Fiverr. And number 5, Fiverr affiliates. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. You're watching a video to where it's sponsored by Fiverr, in the same instance talking about becoming a seller on Fiverr, but now here's the cool thing. You don't have to have any expertise whatsoever to do affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing works like this. If you like a brand, service, product, and you would like to recommend people to it, you are then rewarded for that. So if you already like Fiverr, and if you've already ordered some gigs through Fiverr, what you could do is become a Fiverr affiliate and refer people over to the specific gig that you like. And kind of like what I did here with the dalelinks.com/Fiverr, when someone goes over there and someone purchases something from that, I get a small portion of each one of the sales. It doesn't affect the customer's experience, and they get what they want, the sellers get what they want, and you also get what you'd like, which is earning just a little bit of extra dough. And speaking of Fiverr, we've been talking about Fiverr. Believe it or not, I've got an entire video series where I show you how to self-publish strictly using Fiverr's services. You're going to take a look at it right over here. If for some reason you're like, meh, I don't care about that, YouTube recommends you take a look at this one.